The member for Gippsland.
Deputy Speaker, I rise to highlight the important issue of community safety, particularly in the context of end-of-year celebrations of secondary school students, or Schoolies Week as it's colloquially known. And I refer the House to a report in today's Herald Sun newspaper in relation to John Hucker, a young man who was seriously injured in an unprovoked assault 2 years ago during Schoolies celebrations in Lorne. Mr Hucker's skull was tragically fractured, and it took 18 months of rehabilitation to teach him to walk again and to feed himself. Deputy Speaker, Mr Hucker has a message to young people. One punch is all it really takes to change someone's life. Schoolies Week should be a time of celebration and great enjoyment for young people. It has become a rite of passage as they move from secondary school into the next chapter of their lives. And across Gippsland and across Australia, there will be young people celebrating the end of high school, filled with that hope and enthusiasm and the exuberance that youth brings. I would be the last person, Mr Speaker, to tell young Gippslanders that they shouldn't go out with their friends and let off a bit of steam. But as with most things in life, a bit of moderation is needed, and I urge young people to look after their mates. It's better to walk away from a blue rather than end up in a coma or in prison as a result of one stray punch. And for those over 18 years old, by all means enjoy a couple of drinks if that's their choice, but do it safely and in the company of people you know and trust. I don't wish to rain on the Schoolies parade in any sense at all, but there are cowardly predators out there who will prey on drunk young women and seek to pick fights with young men. For those enjoying their end-of-year celebration, as a father of 4 young children, I urge you all to act responsibly and to look after your mates. Deputy Speaker, in my electorate, the coastal townships in particular will play host to many young people, and some of the major centres, like Traralgon, will have extra celebrations for the occasion. Our local police have done an outstanding job in the past, and I'm certain that this year will be no exception. But, Mr Speaker, there's always someone who takes it too far, someone who can't go out at night without causing trouble, and our police can't be everywhere, which is why I want to raise the broader issue, of course, in terms of community safety issues and the government's opportunity to invest in local community initiatives going forward. The city of Traralgon is the entertainment capital of the Latrobe Valley, and it attracts thousands of young people on every weekend. They come from right around Gippsland, from Sale through to Morwell and Moe into Traralgon, which is the centre of the nightlife for the Gippsland region. The majority of patrons are well behaved and they enjoy a night on the town in complete safety. But there have been many incidents of violence and street crime in recent times, vandalism, damage to shops and vehicles, and the local business community, Speaker, has obviously had enough. Businesses are working with the Latrobe City and local police and have formed their own community safety committee. Now, the previous government provided this committee with seed funding of about $150,000 to trial security guards at taxi ranks on the busy Saturday nights, and the reports from that trial have been very promising. The money has been spent, however, and on this and other projects, and on investigating other possible initiatives which may be able to be used in the Gippsland-Latrobe area, such as lighting and the use of closed-circuit television cameras to help make not only Traralgon safer, but more importantly, to help people feel safer as they go about their entertainment on a weekend occasion. The Traralgon CBD Safety Committee is now seeking funding to continue to hire security guards in the future through both state and federal government sources to help reduce trouble in the nightclub precinct on these weekend nights, but there's no funding available to them at present. I know of several other communities across Gippsland which are facing similar problems. These communities know what steps that they want to take, they know how to reduce the incidence of violence and to help make their residents feel safer, but they can't access funds at the moment to go ahead and implement some of these good ideas. Like Traralgon, the Advanced Morwell Group was also supported by the former coalition government and received an election commitment of $250,000 to install closed-circuit television cameras in the centre of town. The Rudd government has failed to take action in this area at the moment. I could keep naming towns and initiatives, but the key message I have today is that the federal government needs to make funding available in the future for such programs like the Coalition's National Community Crime Prevention Program. It will mean, Speaker, that communities can attend to these incidents of violence and work with the liquor licensees in these towns to help clean up the trouble spots. I see it as a tragedy when parents fear for their children's safety when doing something as simple as enjoying nightlife in their own local community. Naturally, security provisions, closed-circuit televisions don't go to the core of the problem of those people acting irresponsibly, but we can improve the safety of our streets through the use of the security guards, through closed-circuit television, and of course the extension of education programs to encourage young people to act responsibly at all times. Mr Speaker, Australians have a right to feel safe in their community, and the federal government should support these local communities as they develop their own local solutions to local problems.